Hi, it's Chef Martin from the ThermoWorks Demo Kitchen, and today we're frying chicken. Good fried chicken is flavorful, it's crispy, and the meat is nice and juicy. And to get it, you need to pay attention to time and temperature. Dry brine the meat, bread it, and then let the breading sit for a couple of minutes to adhere. Then fry it until the meat, which should be dark meat, gets up to 175 degrees Fahrenheit. If you do that, you'll end up with homemade fried chicken that is far better than anything you can get from restaurants. Unseasoned chicken tastes pretty bad, and seasoning it right before you fry it just doesn't get the job done, but dry brining it will. Season the chicken liberally with salt and with other spices, and then leave it on a rack uncovered in the fridge for a couple of hours, or even better, overnight. That will give the spices and the salt time to really diffuse into the meat of the chicken. Not only will your chicken be more flavorful, but it will also be more tender and juicy for the dry brining. Check the description below for a video about how dry brining makes meat more tender and juicy. But what about getting crispy breading on your chicken? If you've ever freshly breaded chicken and thrown it in the fryer, you may have been disappointed with how little of the breading actually sticks to the meat. Crispy breading needs two things to succeed: time on the chicken and the correct oil temperature. Unless you want the breading to fall off your chicken and float around in your oil vat, you need to let it sit for a couple of minutes before you fry. Letting the breading soak up some of the juices from the meat and the egg wash will hydrate the starches better so that they gel more readily when you fry them. Also, the egg wash and the juices from the chicken have a lot of protein that will cook in the breading, holding it together like a crunchy glue, and more breading will stick to the chicken. But how hot should we cook it, and for how long? If we cook it in oil that is too hot, the outside will burn before the inside is cooked properly. And if we cook it too cool, the whole thing will be kind of an oil-sogged grease fest. 350 degrees is the perfect balance between speed and heat for this cook. So we're attaching our Pro Series probe to our RFX gateway, and we're setting our high alarm for 350 degrees and our low alarm for 325 degrees. Some recipes say that oil is ready when a breadcrumb dropped in it will bubble, but we've seen them sizzle way below and way above our target temperatures. Really, a leave-in probe thermometer is the only way to know that the oil is at the right temperature or to make the adjustments necessary to keep it at the right temperature. We've got our RFX meat probe all the way up to our recommended immersion depth, and we're going to cook this to 175 degrees Fahrenheit, which is great for dark meat chicken. Yeah, man. We're using RFX Gateway and a Pro Series high temp cooking probe with a pot clip to track our oil temperature. RFX Gateway will connect everything to the cloud so we can track temperatures and set alarms through the ThermoWorks app. All right, our high temp alarm has just gone off at 175 here. We're gonna verify that temperature with the ThermoPen 1, and we're looking for nothing below 175. And indeed, nothing below 175. So that is good to go. Because we didn't over or undercook this chicken, we know it's going to be juicy and perfect. And now that it's sat for a while to cool down, I can finally take a bite. The knowing is in the eating. Let's give it a taste. That is tender, it is crisp, it is deeply flavored. That salt goes all the way through the whole thing. That's an amazing piece of chicken. By using accurate and durable temperature tools like RFX Gateway and RFX Meat and ThermoPen 1, we're able to get fantastic fried chicken right here in a home-style kitchen, and you can too. Until next time, thanks for watching and happy cooking.